What's your age?
19.
29. I like them young.
How does a 10-year age gap relationship work?
Perfect age gap for a relationship.
Why?
Well, see, when they're 19, you can train them. You can train them, you know. They're very young, so, you know, you can influence them and train them to be the perfect woman for you.
You feel like that's true?
Yes.
Do you feel like your boyfriend is misogynistic?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, I'm fine with our relationship. It has worked for us. Like, guys my age are not, like, mature enough.
And would guys your age be able to provide the same things that he provide for you right now?
Of course not.
Why go 19 as opposed to 29 or 35?
She's a young sweetheart, you know, what can I say?
Okay, so what's the latest you want to have kids?
5 years to now, like, yes.
Yeah, you know, biology gives women up to about the age of 27. So I say we got about 8 years in it, you know. So
if you meet a girl who's 30 or 40, she's going to have loads of baggage, loads of trauma. We don't want to deal with trauma. We want someone with less trauma, so let's go for someone as young as possible. A healthy, emotionally stable 22-year-old is not usually physically attracted to a 45-year-old or even a 40-year-old. A 22-year-old tends to see a 35-year-old as an old man, yeah? But when she starts to blur the line with older men and sexuality, it suggests that there is some childhood trauma potentially regarding her father. Because the reality is, if you had a stable father figure in your home, you wouldn't be able to sexualize a man that looks around the same age as your father. Men who have good relationships with their children as well can't sexualize that kind of woman because they've got children that age, and they know how stupid their children are, and they know how naive their daughters are, and they know how much they would hate it if somebody their age was dating their daughter. So they have a healthy perception of reality. So if that 22-year-old is even dating that 44-year-old, you're thinking, oh, less trauma. It's embedded trauma. The trauma exists pre-men.
Bumble has lifted the lid on predicted trends for 2024, and cross-generational relationships are apparently expected to surge. Age gap relationships, now rebranded by modern-day singletons as Gen Blend relationships, have long been a taboo that won't seem to die. However, according to dating experts, 63% of the study's participants have said age isn't a defining factor in their search for love. A further 59% of women said they would be open to dating younger. When the wall smashes these women in the face, that's when they say, age is just a number. Because the men in their 30s want nothing to do with them anymore. I mean, these guys worked their way up to not settle for less. No middle-aged man, all that's left are young-age guys who want nothing to do with these women. But these women don't know that. Attention to these women is like a drug. In 2024, these young guys will keep rizzing these post-war women up with the hope of getting laid. They will get laid and then dump these women. No man deserves to be in a committed relationship with a post-war woman, no matter the age. Year 2024 is going to be a really entertaining year. A lot of horny feminists, broken post-war women, inflated catfeed prices, and a lot of alpha widowed women. When a woman hits the wall, that means that she has reached the point in her life where not only is her physical appearance beginning to deteriorate, but her fertility windows have all but closed, meaning that this woman is becoming an increasingly undesirable choice for a potential mate. This usually happens to women in their late 20s to mid-30s, and if the woman in question happens to be single, hitting the wall makes it increasingly more difficult for her to find a man to date or for marriage. While it may be true that there are some fetishists out there who do enjoy chasing after older women, most of the men who fancy themselves cougar catchers are usually young men in their late teens who go after women like this because they are drawn by the overall sense of desperation that usually hangs around these women, much like blood draws sharks. They know that these women will be a very easy score for them and use them to refine their sexual technique so that when they do start to score with the girls their own age, they have skills they can turn to that can help them land a girlfriend, spouse. Women are under more of a time crunch to secure a partner, especially if they want children due to their biology, since their fertility tends to have an earlier expiration date compared to men. So women only have 10 to 15 or so years of having value, while men have their entire lifetimes to hone their value. This is why the saying, "Men age like wine, women age like milk," is so popular, especially in the pill spheres. Do you guys notice anything about these women? They get angry and shame men for dating younger women. Now that the shame card no longer works, they've given up and decided to just move with the flow. Still, in these women's minds, they believe they can still get the man they solely desire. Makes me ask, with which body? No sensible man would give an obese 30-year-old woman the light of day. These post-war women should go fuck themselves. You had your fun in your 20s. Now it's our turn. It's just hilarious that we laughed last and we laughed best. If any younger woman is watching this video right now, just erase everything you know about the stupid hoe phase. None of that is worth it. All you need right now is to get a middle-aged man who loves you and is willing to take care of you. Marry that man and have kids with him. That's how to live a fulfilled life as a true feminine woman. No man gives a single fuck about all the PhDs you have to your name. No man gives a fuck. Can't wait for 2024. Be prepared for all that hot drama. The percentage of single mothers in the United States will skyrocket like never before. Avoid women in their 30s. If they are truly good women, you wouldn't see them single at 30. What was Joy doing in her mid to late 20s? What's her body count? How did her past relationship end? Her answers to these questions would make you puke and block that woman immediately. These women no longer have any iota of regard for body counts anymore. Bitch, if I can't have you in your prime, I don't want you in your decline. You'll never hear a man say age is just a number. We work with time around here. If she's too old, you're a weird guy with fetishes. If she's younger, then you're a predator. But when women do the same thing, that's where we draw the line. This reeks of double standards. Anyway, that's all for today on Manhood. Remember to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.